Preview.
The months since the release of Gears of War 2 have been busy for the folks over at Epic Games, and next week they'll be releasing their third downloadable map pack. Designed to resonate with Gears of War 2's wintry theme, the SnowBlind Map pack offers a great new set of battlegrounds for COG and Locust alike. First up is Courtyard, an appropriately named arena set in an urban locale surrounded by tall buildings. The whole map looks like a big rectangle, with teams spawning on the two longer sides. As they pour down into the courtyard, players can get a glimpse of their opponents across the way doing the same. Low cover is plentiful, but the snowy white color palette and long sight lines mean longshot and mortar wielders can be particularly deadly. At one end of the rectangle, players can climb stairs to a landing that, while a bit exposed, does offer a commanding view of the level. Underneath this landing is an enclosed space where close combat rules the day. At the other end of the level lies some more substantial cover that should shield players from elevated snipers, but lurkers should be wary of enemies sprinting out of their spawn points, which are right nearby. A light snowfall and some delightfully healthy foliage give Courtyard an almost mellow feel, but the action contained herein is about as far from mellow as you can get. Next up is Underhill. This map is dominated by a large, enclosed garage that contrasts plenty of places to duck your head down with deceptively long sightlines. Leading out of the garage are two roads that extend out onto an open suspension bridge. Once again, players can risk exposing themselves for a power weapon like the mortar, but the slight arc of the bridge all but ensures they'll be spotted by the enemy. The roads and parking areas that separate the bridge and the garage are dotted by cars, perfect places for players fresh out of their spawn points to take cover. We played a particularly tough match of submission, where the always obstinate Franklin took a tough position on top of the bridge, forcing everyone to run through the exposed area to grab him. The third map needs no introduction, as most players will recognize it from Gears of War. Fuel Depot is back by popular demand, with a light dusting of snow to fit the occasion. The sniper is still a hot item, the central warehouse is still a shotgun-heavy slaughterhouse, and the gas pumps still explode with deadly force. Fuel Depot veterans and newcomers alike will be happy to know that this blast from the past is still a blast. Rounding out the package is Grindyard, a long industrial corridor jam-packed with cover and lined with elevated walkways. Coming at each other from opposite ends of the long rectangle, teams can pick their way through ruined cars and steel scrap to vie for center control. In the middle of the map is a large structure that butts into the battlefield, offering a ramp up to an elevated lookout tower and some powerful weapons. Players making a bid for this position will have to watch out, as the ramp up is pinched between two lower platforms that are easily accessible by either team. Opposite the lookout tower is a high balcony that lines one long side of the map. Players can be just as commanding from both elevated positions, as we found out when we played Grindyard in Horde mode. Initially, we staked out the lookout tower. But when fierce fire from below kept us pinned down, we took to the streets to clear them out. This worked well, until a boomer took up residence on the long elevated walkway and rained down fiery death from on high. Despite appearances, there really are no safe spots in Grindyard. It's clear from our time with the SnowBlind Map Pack that Epic has put a lot of thought into making these maps fun for a variety of game types. They all offer slightly different flavors of the fierce action Gears of War 2 is famous for, and fans are likely to be well pleased with these offerings, and the new achievements that accompany them. The SnowBlind Map Pack will be available for download on Tuesday, March 31st.